Sigma males. An elusive type of male, and difficult to define, they're different from the typically arrogant and overbearing alpha male, or the more passive and submissive beta male. Sigmas are brooding and mysterious lone wolves. They prefer to be in their own company and like to keep themselves to themselves. They are the ones who step outside their comfort zones, start their businesses, create amazing things and work hard. They love to be alone with their thoughts, following their path, seeking adventure and knowledge, preferring to march to the beat of their drum. But what about the things they don't like or hate? In this video, we're going to learn about 10 things the Sigma male hates. But before we continue, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate. Here are 10 things Sigma males hate. 10. Living life safely. The Sigma male is not afraid to take risks. They relish the opportunity to live on the wild side and they hate to live a boring and safe life. That's not to say the Sigma in question is acting illegally or recklessly, although sometimes they can be perceived as such. It's just that they have no problem breaking a few rules now or then or taking a well-calculated risk if it serves their best interest. Now, taking these risks isn't to intentionally defy authorities or to look like a big shot in front of his mates, unless that's part of his plan. But to help a Sigma male achieve his goals, or simply to help him enjoy his life as he sees fit. Every risk taken is a risk with a purpose. If you are the type of guy who won't necessarily break the law, but equally you don't think anything of cycling in a pedestrian zone, smoking in a non-smoking area, or urinating against the local police station after a night out, then you carry at least one of the traits of a Sigma male. 9. Shallowness and superficiality. One thing that Sigma males despise is shallowness and superficiality. This isn't hard to believe knowing how a Sigma male generally dislikes groups, and small talk, and prefers to keep himself to himself. For a Sigma, there are far more important things in life than to engage in the trivialities of life. This also means he is not impressed by material wealth. Unlike an alpha, who often strives for money, status and power, the Sigma is content with what he already has. He places value on having wit, intellect, and cunning to get what he wants out of life. 8. Dedicating themselves to one thing. Committing themselves to something for any length of time is something a Sigma male hates doing. They like to be involved in different activities and seek the freedom to pursue as many of their interests as possible without having concrete plans. While a Sigma male reaps the benefits of typically living a varied, exciting, and unconventional life, they don't often get to experience the successes that dedication and time can bring. 7. Labels and stereotypes. Sigma males hate being put in a box. A Sigma male is rarely an archetype. They have complex personalities and behaviors that will differ from Sigma to Sigma. They don't excel as intellectuals, creatives, athletes or entrepreneurs because of the label, but because they're capable of adapting to any environment. They can take a step back to manifest their dreams in whatever setting they find themselves in. 6. The limelight. The whole point of being a Sigma male is to walk their path, and not to conform to what society expects. Considering this, plus the fact that they hate labels and follow the crowd, preferring to spend time alone, well, it's no surprise that they hate being the center of attention. They would rather be left alone to get on with their own thing, without everyone else knowing what they're up to. They're all about flying under the radar and staying out of the limelight. 5. Authority. We all have to abide by the laws of our land. And that's not to say that Sigma males don't and are offenders. But one thing that they don't take too kindly to is having an authority figure telling them what to do, or worse, what they can't do. Having a 9-to-5 job working for someone else isn't ideal for a Sigma. And while he won't make a huge deal out of it and be deliberately rebellious, when given orders a Sigma will nod his head and still do his own thing anyway. Therefore, a Sigma male works best when he can work for himself and have more freedom. Which is what makes them great entrepreneurs even though it requires more hard work. 4. Constraints and conformity. When we consider his negative feelings towards authority figures, it should come as no shock that a Sigma male also is particularly averse to being controlled by others and having to conform to social expectations. This is why they are often viewed as rebels. They see society's rules as a form of control, so make the decision not to blindly follow them, at least without questioning them first. A Sigma values his independence and freedom and will fight against the things that can hold them back. 3. Loud social situations. A Sigma male is happy to be in a group, as long as it's a chilled environment and doesn't require a lot of his input or energy. Unlike the alpha male who likes to be the center of attention and verbally fight his way into a conversation, a Sigma is brooding, not shy or awkward. He just doesn't want to waste energy on meaningless conversations and situations. A Sigma male enjoys his alone time. For him, silence is golden. 2. Drama. Sigma males are the strong, silent, resilient type. They are mysterious, brooding, and like to keep things private. They loathe dramatic situations and the attention that comes along with it. They are deep thinkers with analytic minds. They are highly intelligent and take time to think things through. They also tend to overthink. So the last thing they need in their lives is a load of drama sapping their energy and taking up valuable space in their mind. 1. Following the crowd. As we know by now, Sigma males have no desire to be part of the pack or to follow the crowd. After all, that would be following social conventions, and a Sigma can't be having that now, can he? They don't need to follow anyone else, and they certainly don't want anyone to follow them. Alpha males are in their element when leading the way, beta males are happy to follow, but Sigmas, they don't care about these mentalities and just get on with their own thing.